says, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you tithe mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice, mercy, faithfulness. These you ought to have done without neglecting the others. You blind guides, straying out a gnat, but swallowing a camel." All right, so mint, dill, and cumin, however you say it, they're all spices. So the picture here is of people counting out like each individual seed or each individual flake so they can make sure that they give their 10%. So they're being real picayune about stuff that doesn't matter. But at the same time, neglecting love, neglecting truth, neglecting mercy. Those things they have no concern. See, the gnat was the smallest of unclean animals. The camel was obviously the largest. And we see this all the time. People today realize that dealing with real evil takes courage. And there's usually consequences. So rather than fighting real evil, they fabricate evil that they can fight. Or they compensate for the fact that they really won't fight evil by doing irrelevant matters. They'll recycle, and that makes them righteous. Or they put a righteous bumper sticker on their car, but they look the other way for adultery, fornication, murder of innocent children. It says, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you clean the outside of the cup and the plate, but inside they are full of greed, self-indulgence. You blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and the plate, and the outside also may be clean." This is called back to when the Pharisees criticized the disciples for eating with unwashed hands. It says, "There is nothing outside a person that by going into him can defile him, but the things that come out of a person are what defile him." See, religions start with a whole bunch of outside rituals and works in an effort that will somehow make you clean. Christianity flips that entire script, and in Christianity, we don't do work to clean ourselves. We completely give ourselves over to Christ, who makes us clean from the inside out. Like David, we cry out, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." It says it is out of this clean heart and renewed spirit that then our good works will just naturally flow. It says, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For here you are like whitewashed tombs, which outwardly appear beautiful, but within are full of dead people's bones and uncleanness. So you also outwardly appear righteous to others, but within you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness." Now, to use Jesus' tomb analogy is something we're probably more familiar with. We go to funerals all the time, and we go to a funeral, you see this bizarre amount of makeup caked on the person, and they're dressed to the nines like they're going to the prom. And I think everyone who's been to these funerals, you kind of have this innate sense of like just how bizarre and unnatural it is to see a lifeless body made up. So you kind of like have this innate sense in the back of your head, like, what's the point? Like, it's kind of weird. We can see how strange that is when the soul has departed the body, but it's really not much different than how the majority of us live our lives every day from birth and to that funeral. The Bible says unless we're born again and we come to Christ in repentance, seeking forgiveness, we are all nothing but animated corpses. But we spend more time applying our makeup, which basically means doing these different things so that we'll look good to our fellow corpses, than we do working to change that aspect of us which actually will endure into eternity.